yeah, you can't even get a $5 foot long. You can't get a $5 hot and ready. You can't like you.
Wait, they're not $5 anymore.
No, the world is over. Woo!
Woo!
We never know
Very
how to start it.
anticlimactic.
Welcome back to the pod,
No, you have to do
everyone.
the intro up in the hole.
I know. Welcome back. What? My
No.
name is Amigos. This is Steven.
And I'm Micah.
And this is your daily dose of
Of
Amigos. We're actually live in studio today.
We are in the stew. No pictures, please.
Please,
no pictures.
please,
no.
please.
Stop.
Just
Shout out to
wanna-
the station.
Yeah, shout out to the station for letting us record our pod here today.
Yes.
We're live in 101 Phoenix right now.
Live in 101.5. Yeah, thank you to the building and my digital manager, my program director for letting us do this.
Yeah.
And I hope I don't get in trouble, but let's do it.
Let's see it. Yeah, guys. Welcome back to the pod.
Welcome back, bestie.
I know
Welcome to
it's been a while since we
Phoenix.
recorded. I feel like I already
know.
lost weight. Like, you know,
I feel like I gained weight.
bitch, you look good.
Thank
you
you.
just shaved too. No,
I did just shave a little
No.
bit. I gotta say that for my self-care moment, but I was gonna tell you what I did because I was doing
You
something.
do a little facial moment.
Mhm.
All right.
No, something different.
Okay.
But because Coachella's a month away.
Dude, it is a month away, and that's what I'm like kind of panicking about. Me and my boyfriend are like, what are we gonna wear? So I just got a whole new like desk, and we like set it up yesterday, 2 days ago.
A desk.
Yeah, like a whole new desk because somebody who I dearly love, his name is Micah. He has my desk and my gaming chair, and I just needed a desk
I
really
thought
quick.
you meant like a vanity desk.
No, like I had a desk so like I can work. I have my sewing machine on there right now, so we're gonna start making stuff for Coachella. Hopefully, when we come back, I wanted to make something last night, but also we fell asleep. Period.
Producer Air.
Levels are pretty even.
Okay.
Okay.
Period. Producer Air, you guys. Yeah, we have producer
We have a
Air on
producer in
today.
studio today.
I wonder if we can get. Can I just get like a shot? Can I get? There we go.
Ah.
Sorry guys, I had to give him a little cameo because he's here. He's our producer for the day today.
Yeah, so you guys came up to me. Hold on, adjusting myself.
We're coming up. We come up from Phoenix.
You guys
We
came
come
up
up from
to
We come up
Phoenix.
to Phoenix.
Yeah, you came up to Phoenix, and we're in the studio.
Yeah, we're
live.
actually here for Nicki Minaj tonight.
Nicki Minaj. 'Cause
So
are you a Nicki fan?
we are Nicki fans. Amidst the controversy, we are still gonna
We are.
be. So it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, we're just coming back from Vegas and we're just celebrating the release of our pod. Shout out to our fans. Honestly,
Dude,
we got fans. We have
do
friends,
have fans.
but like on the pod, we have fans and we love it. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
here
love
for
it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys
Yeah.
have tuned in, if you guys
The-
have watched, if you guys liked, shared, commented.
And if you guys have talked about it already, like thank you, like so
Thank
much.
you.
At least you're talking
Because what did
about
Cardi B say? Because they be downloading my stuff to still talk about it, but it benefits me.
Okay, but like
So,
money.
shout out to
but
the
yeah,
haters
shout out
too.
to you guys for even just like reaching out and showing love. It literally meant the world to us. While we were literally in Vegas, we were like getting like calls and texts, and so it was really nice.
It was
Shout
really
out to all
nice.
of
We
you.
definitely felt the love.
Yeah.
These past, honestly, couple weeks, like these past
Yeah.
3 weeks, like I've very much felt the love.
Because everyone be catching up. They're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I haven't watched the first or the second one. I'm like, well, the third one's about to come out. So
Yeah, like, and then like we got a message a couple days ago from one of our Vegas friends, and she was like, I wanted to like kiki and conversate with you
yeah.
guys. Like I wanted to be like,
That's what people are
no,
saying
and like
too.
they wanted to like they wanted to add into the conversation, chime in, and I'm like, that's what this is
Yeah,
all
we're just
about. Like
literally in a-
we want to talk about things that are relatable to our friends, to our, I don't even say fans, like to our amigos, like
yeah, to our amigos,
like that
amigos for
are
sure.
it's relatable, it's funny, it's entertaining. So
It's just who we are,
who we are
naturally
as people,
sometimes,
and I
so.
you know,
Naturally, I guess I would say, not
yeah,
sometimes.
for sure.
So
Well,
yeah, big shout out to you guys for the love. It just gives us more like push to like keep wanting to do
To
it.
keep
And,
going.
you know, even if you didn't give us love, we're still gonna do it. So we're that
we're
motivated.
here for the long run. But no, we just got back from Vegas, and I feel like Vegas was, we've always gone to Vegas, and I feel like this time was a little more special because not only did we
We
go
were
to
delusional. That's why
we are delusional.
we were delusional, and it was a great time.
Yeah. It was very much like, I honestly felt so different because I feel like, yes, we were delusional, and we are delusional because we said, "Hey, we're going to Vegas to release this podcast," and like we got put up in a fucking penthouse suite at Park MGM.
Yeah, people didn't believe us.
All comped. They had the champagne bottle ready for
insert video.
Oh my god, what does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
I don't know from MGM.
Okay. What does it say? No, don't cry, bitch. You already cried, but don't cry.
Dose Amigos, congratulations on this new journey of yours. We can't wait to laugh with you all year. Love, MGM.
And we just had such a good time celebrating with our friends who we went with, as well as like friends that we saw there.
Shout out to Carla and Hondo.
Yes,
love you.
Boing.
To sack 'em.
And also just again it being. I feel like it was like us really stepping into this new era, like really stepping into like this new journey that we're embarking on. And so
really pushing ourselves to do it this time. You know? It's like taking it serious. I don't know. It's just fun.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
taking it serious, but it's also like fun because I'm here to like kiki with the girls and the guys and the gays and everyone in between.
And everyone. So like, what was it about Vegas this time that made it special for you?
I feel that we had been working for this like little podcast for a little bit, and we did kind of keep it a secret from like all of our friends and like our main group. Yeah, some people were a little caught off guard that we released something, and they're like, okay, well, we wanted to know. It's like, yeah, well, nobody knew, but it's something that we've been working on for a little bit and we've been talking on for a little bit. So it just feels nice. So this Vegas trip just felt nice to like, it was like a release of something sort of almost like spiritual. But it was also kind of like nerve wracking. I don't know. I thought people were going to like talk a little more ish about it. You know, I thought people were going to be like, oh, well, I don't know what they're like trying to talk about. But like people really like, we were in a conversation with you, like, you know, and we did get some feedback from people. But this trip just felt different because we released something that was very, I feel, personal to us, and now it's going to get more and more personal to us. So Vegas always just has a very dear place to our heart. Of course. I was excited that we were going to Vegas for the release anyways. So Vegas.
I feel like you said, I feel like it was more of a release, but I honestly felt like I literally felt like us walking through a door of like this new era or like this new journey of what this is, you know, like I've never really done something like this before. I mean, yes, I work in radio, but like this is my project,
it's
like
a lot more personal,
our project, I should say. And so like it's something that we take pride in and have this passion for. So I feel like why not step into it and like dive headfirst into the deep end, even though one time I did that and I got a scar on my forehead.
You weren't even in the deep end is the best part. But yeah, you're right. I feel like it did like feel like we were starting a new era, a new movie, if you will.
Oh, a new movie.
Yes. It's like Dose Amigos movie now.
Dose Amigos movie. And wherever this journey takes us is
honestly,
where we're gonna go.
We don't know how
to
many.
The moon.
Yeah, literally, us filming a podcast, we're like floating
away.
No, but yeah, just see how long it takes us, or how far it takes us, I guess, and how many episodes we do. We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know how much the season is, like how many episodes the season is, but we are happy that you guys are here for the ride. So
yeah. So all in all, thank you.
Yeah, Vegas was fun. The release was everything. We went on a little foodie tour with our friends. We tried foie gras.
Lord,
you guys don't know.
Lord foie gras. I was really drunk and I was like, Lord foie gras. But it was funny. Yeah,
but it was perfect.
Stuffed fat, for those that don't know.
Follow our Instagram on Lord foie gras. But yeah, we tried foie gras for the first time. For those of you who don't know, which was me at the time too.
Honestly.
Yeah, I didn't know. I guess it's like fattened duck liver.
Oh, I thought it was just duck fat.
Oh, I thought it was duck liver. Maybe we should look it up.
It was
if
a
our
duck.
name was Lord Farwell. I don't know. But yeah, we tried amazing food at Gordon Ramsay. It was so yum, and it made me rethink my life about whether I should be spending my money on good food or not.
Honestly,
like, what are we doing going and like spending money at the bars or something? I don't know. I haven't done that in a while. But what are we doing spending our money on stupid things when I could go get a really nice meal?
Honestly,
a really nice meal.
Is fast food even worth it now?
Really nice meal.
But like it just begs the question, like, is fast food even worth it? Because I remember Spooky and I, we went to Cane's and we were driving through, and I had literally like $20 and I was like, oh, like let's just get a Caniac combo to
liver of a duck. Sorry,
liver of a duck. But we went to Cane's and I was like, oh, like let me just get like a box combo. But then she was like, oh, I want some too, and I was like, well, I can easily eat 3, and then she's gonna eat 1.
Honestly,
so like I was like, no. So we got the Caniac, and it was 6 fingers.
I got something to say.
Guess
about.
how much that shit was?
It was like $40.
It was literally like 18 plus tax, so it was like 19 something, and I was like, so my whole fucking $20
For
gone.
both of you?
Yes.
Oh.
For us to share one meal.
Oh, to share one meal.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like
I thought it
one
was 2. I
Caniac
thought it
combo
was
was
2.
like $18.
Oh, hell no. That's what I said. If both of you got a combo, that would have been 40.
No.
I'm just saying, if it was both of you, 40 would have been a whole, that's a whole other
No,
thing.
even Chipotle.
That's what
I
we're talking
remember
about.
we used to go to Chipotle and get a bowl for under $10. Like I'd be like, oh, chicken bowl, no guac. It'd be like 8 something. Now $13.50 with guac, $15. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, eating out is starting to be more expensive than eating in, I guess, because people don't really want to cook. That's what it is. Like, people don't like to cook.
It's
I
convenience
love to
too.
cook. Yeah, it's a convenience too.
too.
But I will chow down on some freaking Panda Express. I love me some chow mein.
No, I went to Panda. No, I went to Panda the
Yeah,
other
it's
day.
expensive. We go to Panda, and my man likes to get every single side on this menu and a drink and everything too. And it'll be like $37, 37,
Yeah,
like $40.
I got a 2
and we spend it because it's good.
Yeah, I got 2 medium. I got the the beef and broccoli and the chow mein. 2 medium sides that were like this fucking bit. They were like snack
just
size
got the
to
sides?
me. Yes, just the sides.
The sides.
And the sides, the a la carte, and then like a large Dr. Pepper or fucking Diet Coke or whatever, and $16. I fucking huffed and puffed and scarfed that shit down and was still hungry. No, literally. I was like, this is the fucking sample size.
Yeah, I don't know why they do.
This is the
I don't know.
sample
First of all, I
size.
don't know why you would do a la carte like that. You might as well have just gotten the meal at $16. You might as well have gotten the chow mein and the 2 things.
I don't go to Panda Express.
No, you should have just got like the plate. You know.
I know,
Like,
but I don't go, so I didn't know that. Like now I know. Like
girl,
I'm gonna get.
how do you not? Anyways, that's crazy. But that's still expensive. A plate would have been the same
Yeah.
thing, so it's fine. But they be trying new
Regardless.
recipes there. I like it.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it's getting really expensive to just go out and eat. So you'd rather just like spend your money at like a nice restaurant nowadays. Like we
Yeah.
went to go eat Korean barbecue the other day.
Ooh, I love a good Korean
Oh
barbecue.
my
I love a
god,
good Korean-
I will
But
chow
the
down.
the issue I have with Korean barbecue, and I'll tell you what it is, you're still paying
Spooky
cook
told
your
me
own
Yeah,
food.
Spooky told me that thing. She's like, don't invite me to no barbecue.
Yeah,
Korean
like
barbecue
Korean
where I have to
barbecue,
cook my own
like
food.
we have to cook the food still. And like, if I wanted to do that, I should have just like.
But
got
are
the
you gonna
shit.
shred the beef deckle? Are you gonna go out and get the pork belly and do it? You know what I mean? Like, right there,
Yeah,
it's
but
just
at
like
that
all in
point,
one
I might
place.
as well like. I don't know. I just like if I'm going to a restaurant, like I'm expecting service. Like I'm expecting somebody to wait on me, ask me my drink order, like refill my water.
I know it makes
like,
it makes
I'm
sense.
expecting a
Everything lines up
service.
for it to make sense. I'm just like, it's just an experience.
It
you know?
is, yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Why would you go to a movie when you're just gonna go and sit there and watch it when you can just watch it at home when it comes out? It's the experience, you know. You want to go out and do something. Plus, there's like the new movie theaters that have like the dining
The
experience.
dining and like, oh yeah,
we are obsessed with that. We love to do that.
I love that too.
I told my man that that's our next date when I get paid.
Aw.
We haven't been to the movies in a long time.
What's the last movie you saw?
In theater? I don't know. I can't remember. I think
I
it
can
was
tell you
a.
mine.
I think it was the one with the little girls in Nogales.
Oh,
Scream or the devil one.
What was the fucking next
The Exorcist.
The X
garbage?
Yeah.
in Nogales.
Yeah, in Nogales. It was a
Really?
Friday night. For all of you who know Nogales in Rio Rico, it was a Friday night, school night, Friday night, right? You just picture that at the Oasis Cinema. Now it's at the AJ Mitchell. It's a freaking playground. I couldn't hear from all the shh, 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 and the ha, ha, ha from all the little kids. It was horrible.
I remember
I would
one
not
time-
pay for luxury at this point. Sorry.
Yeah. And convenience too. I think we're getting to that age where it's like I would rather pay extra.
But it's sad
for,
because I
like-
think we were like also talking about it at the movie theater. Like we were those kids. Yeah. Like I
Now
was.
we
I
feel
was.
bad.
It's not that good.
I definitely was. I'm not even gonna say it.
Watch a movie.
No,
I'm not even gonna lie. That was definitely me.
I was like that too. But also, you know, who
Turn
was
his mic
worse?
on.
No, get him on. Get him on.
When you feel like talking, just turn that shit
Yeah,
off.
just turn the
Okay.
mic- yeah. No, you can turn it up. You can turn it up.
I love it. No, but yeah, we're getting to that age where it's just like a constant thing of like, do I want to be out with people, especially if they're gonna be little kids? No offense to
Yeah.
anyone that's got kids. I love all the nephews and nieces that I got, but like sometimes it's a lot. And if you want to have like a really nice time, you might as well just pay for luxury and go to
Oh, yeah.
somewhere that's like 21 plus or like.
Like
you know.
I'm getting it now. Like, oh, you pay for privacy, luxury, convenience. Like, and I will
say
do
I say that as I'm like.
But I don't know. I feel like it's like we were never used to that because we were those kids and we were like
I definitely
not
was that
I don't
kid.
want to say innocent. What's the word? Not ignorant, oblivious. Yeah, like we were oblivious to everything.
Sometimes
like
ignorant.
whatever. Yeah, but like I remember like in Casa Grande, like we would go to the movies on Friday night, and that's where you would like.
Y'all hear how he said that? Casa Grande. I love it.
I feel like I have to say that when you're around.
Oh, so when you're not around me, you don't say it in the accent in the
like
Casa Grande. You say
I say
Casa
like Casa
Grande.
Grande.
I knew you were gonna CG.
Casa Grande. In CG, like the Harkins was the only thing to do, and so we would go. Bitch, I remember when there was jerking battles in the back of the movie
At
theater.
least you had jerking battles.
like,
My mind was somewhere else.
Bitch.
But actually, since you guys had a Harkins, like you guys had like a level up. We didn't have like even like a level, like a name brand. We had Oasis Cinema, whatever that was.
What was Mitchell's theater?
And now it's AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
But it was before it was Oasis Cinema. We got lucky. We had an arcade.
No, there.
Smoked weed in the back of ours.
And got in and we had
And
we
everyone
had a
got in
Walmart.
fights.
We have a Walmart right in front of ours. So people, and there was like on a big hill, the theater. So you had to like go down a huge hill to go to the Walmart if you were walking. And people would do it. They wouldn't give a fuck. People got so many accidents like falling down the hill.
Really?
Yeah, because they were like, oh fuck it, we're gonna go to a movie and then we're gonna go to Walmart and get snacks. Back in the day when it was open 24 hours and you would just walk around Walmart. You just walk around Walmart.
Yeah.
Can we just like take a moment of silence for
Honestly,
the 24
for the 24-hour
Walmart?
Walmart. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Thank you.
Honestly, it was worth it.
We
I
honestly
loved
had it.
I-
And there's that thing going around. It's like when the McChickens were actually 99 cents and the fucking and the Jack in the Box really had the beefy 5-layer burrito for 89 cents.
apparently,
$5 foot long hoe. Now it's like $14.
I know. Yeah, you can't even get a $5 foot long. You can't get a $5 hot and ready. You can't like you.
Wait, they're not
It's-
$5 anymore?
No, the world is
At Little Caesars?
Yeah, it's like $7.99 just for the normal pizza, and then if you want to get the extra most bestest pepperoni one, it's like $9.
Not you knowing all the names.
It's because we finally stop. Now you like cackling. Ah! First of all, because I just recently
what is it, the pretzel crust?
I just
stuffed
recently
cheese.
went, and T-Mobile has a deal where you like you have a little code and they gave me like free crazy bread or whatever. But I only know that because I just recently went. But first of all, don't be clowning on that because that feeds a lot of people. The Little Caesar feeds a lot of like family members.
I'm not clowning. No, I'm not a
That
hater.
sounded like it.
I'm not
Sounded
a
like
hater.
him.
I just like no, there is just like other pizza that I prefer.
Oh, for sure. But
the
when you
fact
live
that,
in
like, Little
when you live in
Caesars
Rio
went-
Rico and there's no other pizza places, bitch, we barely got a Subway last year. I'm just kidding. It was a couple years ago.
We had a Target in Casa Grande. We had a Target, but everyone was
Target?
Yes, we had a Target. We had a Target. We had a Best Buy. We had a Sports Authority. All gone because people were stealing. People were fucking
Period.
vandalizing shit. People were fucking.
We
going,
have stuff like
we
on the
would
town over.
We would walk from the movies to the Target, and then people would go and fuck shit up. No, and then we had an Aeropostale. We had a Zoomies. We had a Route 21
in Casa Grande.
In Casa Grande.
But Casa Grande is kind of big though.
It
It's
is.
like multiple exits.
But it's just like yes, but still there's like nothing.
But I feel
there.
like Casa Grande is also spread out.
It is.
It's really spread out.
Sam's Club was there for a little
What
bit.
the hell?
Yes, it was there, and then guess what?
We
It
had
fucking shut
Garrett's.
We have Garrett.
We have
Have-
The
Garrett's.
things we would do for a Target.
IGA, yeah, the things we would do for even a Walmart inside of Birico, but we have a Walmart in Nogales, and that's even if because the Walmart that we used to have was really small, and now we have like one of the biggest Walmarts in like the nation apparently. But that's just because people come from like across the line,
They come from
across the border, yeah. So that's just a lot. But we come from really small towns, and I don't really have. Yeah, we barely had like two gas stations.
Yeah.
The only thing that we really had was a Wendy's, and that was always a hit up spot. The Wendy's for everyone after football games, concerts, events, anything. Wendy's. So
The 444, the biggie there.
they didn't.
It's 5 for 5 now.
It's 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
No, it's not a 4 for 4 no more.
It's a $5 biggie bag.
Biggie bag.
Yeah, yours.
What did they call me?
What did you say?
Keep recording.
Phone rings in the middle of the night. My Scooby. We were in Vegas. We were at the Bad Bunny concert, and we ran into these girls that were from Jalisco and Puerto Vallarta. I think they
Yeah,
from Puerto Vallarta.
yeah.
And we actually got to see Micah live action speak in Spanish. And I thought it was not the cringiest thing this time. It's because he was actually trying, and it was really great. So you want to elaborate on how that went for you and how it felt to actually be a part of a conversation in Espanol? with your
honest-
gente Latino.
Mi gente. No, I feel like it was very different than ordering food. Not to like say it like that.
Ordering food as in like un taco, dos tacos,
like
por favor.
like the desayuno y huevos y chorizo. Like I can do that type of stuff, but this was like she said like, where are you from? Like, you know, and she was excited.
¿Dónde eres, mijo?
Yeah, and she was like drunk, so she was like speaking really
Bellissima.
fast. Like it was crazy. And then but I picked up the words and I was like, oh, like, cause okay, so backtrack. This girl lost her vape.
Oh yeah, in the concert.
So
I guess
she lost her vape during the concert. So then I'm like taking pictures of Steven. And then I was like, okay, take pictures of me. So I go down and I'm trying to take pictures, and she like looks up and she's a couple rows in front of us, and she's like, hey, like, do you have my vape? But Steven, please tell him the conversation
it's
you
all
had.
in Spanish. She's just like looking for her vape, like desperately. And you know, if you're one of those people, I'm so sorry, but like, you know, those people that are like, my vape. So she's like, ¿Dónde está mi vape? And we're like, okay, girl, like I'm taking pictures of Micah. Like you need to stop interrupting. But I started to just like talk to her. I was like, oh, what are you looking for? And she's like, oh, like I'm looking for my vape. And I was like, oh, girl, like how did you even lose your vape? And she just comes over and she's like, I lost it like the very first second I came in here, like this girl took it and blah blah blah, and she didn't even give it back, and then I lost it. And I was like, okay, well that's not my problem. I still gotta take these pictures. Like I don't know what you're doing. So she looks at my pocket and she's like, you have my vape right there, like it's in there. This is all in Spanish, by the way. And Micah and my friends are like like having this whole interaction with them, but like I'm also holding my own, which I thought was pretty crazy because they were talking really fast, and I was like, I was like, I can't even do it right now because I wasn't even that drunk. But anyways, we were just going back and forth, and she was just making fun of me, saying that I stole her vape, and I was like, girl, I didn't steal your vape. If I wanted to steal your vape, I would have been like chiefing on it like right now. But apparently she had a second one that had the battery that was dead. So I was like, how are you going to fiend so bad for the vape? But anyways, she points to my pocket and she's like, your vape is my vape is right in there. And I had taken a little Debbie cake, one of those like pastelitos, you know? I think it was a birthday one.
Cake.
It was a little birthday one. Because I was like, I'm going to want to munch on this in the concert. Bitch, I forgot about it in that concert. So,
but he was also like,
yeah, it's a video here. But I also have a video of me finding it after the concert, and I was like, oh, I forgot about it. It was all smashed up, and I'll show it. But she was like, mi vape ahí está en tu pocket. And I was like, girl, this isn't a vape, it's a little Debbie. I remember everyone bust out laughing because like even security was behind us because they're like trying to get everyone to leave, and security's like,
what the fuck
like, are you doing?
What? But then
so it was the funniest thing. After that, we were just like kikiing and cackling, and I was like, all right, well, we gotta stop kikiing because I gotta take pictures of them. So I was like rude. I was like, okay, pues ya larguense. And she was like, like this isn't even your house for you to be talking to me like that. And I was like, all right, go ahead, blah blah blah. She asked me where I was from at that point.
Correct.
And I was like, oh, I'm from Sinaloa. And she was like, no, pues se nota la verga, blah blah blah. She was like, you could tell that you weren't from Sinaloa.
Right.
So I was like, girl, where are you from? And she told me that she was from Jalisco, and that really made a lot of sense. If you know, you know. But
I don't know.
they also like spoke very fresita, which I really love when they speak fresita like that.
Yeah,
which I later
yeah.
told Micah is like the valley girl of like Mexico, right? It's like
Fresita.
a little worse. But like sometimes people are just born like talking like that because their parents
Oh my
talk
God.
así bien fresita, o sea, que vamos a ir a hacer mañana, o sea, no te ubiques, güey. Me girl. Habla normal, soy de rancho.
No idea what you just said.
Ponte los pinches zapatos a la verga.
I know what that is. Like, put your shoes on, huh?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude. See, he's learning. I'm
learning.
him.
But that's so to piggyback off of that. So he was like, oh, I'm from Sinaloa. And then so he's like, okay, get out of here. So he takes my pictures, and then I go to take his pictures, and we're standing
Again,
right
I
there.
didn't take pictures with my ski.
Yeah, so as I'm taking pictures, security's like, okay, guys, thank you. So shooing out, and they're at the bottom of the stairs. So then,
and we're at the top of the stairs.
We're at the top of the stairs. So then, like, we're still taking pictures, and all of a sudden we hear Sinaloa uno, Sinaloa dos, and I was like, huh? And she was talking to us like, I'm Sinaloa 1 and you're Sinaloa 2,
Yeah,
and
like,
like fucking Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
We thought that was
so
a funny
I was like,
shit.
she's not calling me Sinaloa 1. Like, I don't know. It was just funny because they were like, ven pa acá, por favor.
You like how they all assimilated Micah in there too. He's like, oh, you're Sinaloa 1.
Yeah.
Like, period.
So
He's
then I
from
was like, all right,
Sinaloa.
cool, you know?
Raza.
So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm one of the cool guys, you know? And then so then we go downstairs, and you are still talking shit to them, and just like,
because she was still asking for her vape. Like, girl, I don't have a vape. I'm not gonna give you a vape. And if I had one, it would be a cartridge.
Yeah. But anyway, so then
Blue Dream.
So then he's
what's
talking to
that?
one of the girls, and then I'm talking to another, and then I had my phone out, and they're like, "Dame un foto, like let's take a picture." And I was like, "Okay." So I took a, so I
We
like
did
went
take a selfie,
and I
that's
took a
true.
selfie with them, and they're like, "Oh, like on Instagram," and I was like, "Oh, like follow me on
Oh, yeah,
Instagram."
these
Like,
girls
all right,
were
cool.
shady at that part.
Follow them on Instagram, and so like I'm following along here, and I'm
But
like,
she had a whole conversation with you before that too. Before we took a selfie, she was like asking you where you were from.
well, no,
like,
that was afterwards.
Oh, that was afterwards?
Yeah, so like we took the picture, and then I was like, "Oh, like is like the concert?" Or but she had asked me like, "Oh, like are you?" She said, "Are you also from Sinaloa?" And I was like, "No, like I'm from Phoenix." Oh, Arizona. And then I was like, "Yeah," and then she was like, "Oh, what?" I forgot what she said. Like, "Oh, like well,
basic
why
introductory
are you coming
stuff.
here?" Yeah, or something. And I was like, "Oh, like to party, you know."
Blah, blah, blah.
And so she's like, "I know, I."
Meanwhile,
see.
I think her boyfriend was there the whole time, being like, "Come on,
Yeah,
like, we all
right
gotta go, like
behind
we
her,
gotta
like
go,
trying to like
hurry
comment,
up."
like you know.
And we're over here
And I
like,
was
"No, we don't have your
like,
babe."
adios, you know, just like very basic. And I felt like I walked away, and I was like, "Wait a second, we just had a conversation in Spanish." Like I couldn't respond in Spanish, but we had a conversation in Spanish. And I feel like that weekend I really was
So
like
proud of you.
trying to tap in, because again, the whole Dos Amigos thing, it was like
Son
everybody
dos.
was like, "Oh, Dos Amigos, like, so why don't you speak Spanish?" And I was like, "Well, I don't speak Spanish, and that's the thing. Like, I want to start incorporating more Spanish." So I think from the release of the podcast, getting that feedback, and then having that conversation with that girl, I was like, "Oh, like, I'm kind of proud of myself. Like, I'm actually, you know, mi gente Latino, you know, like." So I was just like, wow, like this is kind of cool. And I've always said, like, because I've been to Mexico a lot in these past couple years, and I always feel bad every time I go, and I don't know, but in my growing up, we don't say what, like we just say Monday. Like that was just like,
Yeah.
my mom would be like, "Hey, come here, Monday." Like that was just what we did. And so like in Mexico, when I'm on vacation, they're like, you know, like, "¿Quieres una bebida?" Like, what do you want to drink?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Monday." Like I would just like
I feel like
respond
your
like,
Spanish
"What?"
has gotten so much better too. It's so
Really?
funny. Yeah.
Oh,
I can't vouch for all like the Mexicans out there, like my gente, mi gente. But I feel like when people do speak Spanish and it's not like their native language.
Yeah.
When you can tell that they're trying, then it's amazing. Like, okay, cool. Like we're helping you out. Us Mexicans, we are so easygoing. Like it's not
Yeah.
even like we're gonna be like this motherfucker. But if we can tell that you're like doing it as like a, "Oh, hello, compadre, those survey," like, come on. Don't come to me acting all like, "Oh, like you're my gente, my people." Girl, no. That's not what this is about. Respect the culture and respect the language, and be like, I take it seriously. Don't try to make it a joke. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially if you're like trying to make it in a scene like that, like, "Oh,
Right.
what's going on, Mike?" Like, no.
It's so
Be
funny you say
respectful and
that.
be nice, and be like, especially when you're like at restaurants, be like, "See those."
Well, restaurants
you know,
are resorts, because again,
Same.
and that's why, yeah, and that's
just
why
the
like
the language and the people in general.
right, and that's why like going on vacation, like you're at this all inclusive and it's really nice. Like I felt so bad because I would say that, then they would start talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, you know, "No hablas español." Like,
they get
"Oh, like un
excited.
poquito," and they're like, "Ah, sí, amigo," and then we'll just like they'll talk
'Cause I'm
the
sure
English
those-
to us, but. So I'm trying to conversate with them, and it's like, I feel disrespectful because I don't speak it, but I'm like, you know, like empathetic, and like and they understand. But it's those people who are on the vacation as well too, and they're like, and then the guy, like, he'll say in English, like, "Oh," because he knows that they probably don't speak Spanish, and they're probably the old, never
I
mind,
mean, don't speak English.
or they don't speak Spanish.
Oh, the people.
Yeah, so like the people going to these resorts like don't speak Spanish.
they'll go up to them.
Yeah, and so like the not native people, but like the people who work there are saying, "Hey, like, hey, can I get you guys something to drink?" And they're like, "Dos cervezas, por favor." Is that good? You know, like
That's
it's those people, and I'm like,
cringe.
that's
Cringe.
hella disrespectful.
That's cringe.
Turn your mic on then.
Stop.
No, turn mic one. So good, turn it up.
Stop. You used to work at one.
I used to work at the Two-Bed Golf Resort, and there'd be so many of those type of people where, like, knowing damn well they speak English, you're speaking English to them, and like they just wanna.
They just turn it up into the Spanish because
They
they
just-
see.
No,
like-
but then they ask you, they're like, "Oh, did I say it right?" And it's like, no.
Yeah.
And then it comes
No.
off like rude because it's like you
Yeah.
see the little smirk in their face, like, "Ha ha!" Like I'm laughing at your language rather than like
Yeah,
Trying to
Then
like
it'd be
understand you,
appreciative
yeah,
of it.
and that's where,
exactly what I.
yeah, and that's why like I said like I feel disrespectful because I am Mexican, you know, and I feel like I should know a little bit, mi gente, but I feel like I should know like a little bit of Spanish, but then also like I didn't grow up learning it. I didn't grow up speaking it. So like, it's hard for me now, but as an adult, like I just appreciate and I have such a like high respect for like my culture and my heritage. So now I'm like, damn, I feel bad because I'm not giving it the respect that it deserves. And so like going on these vacations, like I'm going to Cancun in a couple months and I'm like, all right, we gotta learn some stuff,
Yeah,
So I'm gonna need you to teach me some Spanish terms.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna teach you a little bit of a reggaeton song today to teach you the meaning because we want to start doing a new segment on the show.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's gonna be called yet. Right now, we're just gonna fling it.
We're doing.
I found out that Micah doesn't really know what he's saying when he's singing Spanish songs, but he gets really into it, which is amazing.
Bellaqueo?
Bellaqueo.
Bellaqueo.
Yeah, he didn't even know what a bellaco. Okay, I forgot. I would wake up and when your voice is all groggy, like in the morning, I would wake up and just be like, bang, bang. I can't even do it right now. It's just really low. But yeah, he didn't even know what bellaqueo was, which is what's.
I knew it was a night of something, and then
bellaqueo is not a night of something.
It's in the night or Bella Noche or Bella Noche.
Oh, en la noche bellaqueo. I think it says toda la noche, But see, reggaetoneros split words in half and fourths and quarters, and they don't care. Like it just sounds good. Like it's toda la noche, but it's toda la noche.
Toda la noche bellaqueo.
Yeah. They're not gonna go toda la noche bellaqueo. Like no.
Yeah.
They're gonna get with it, So yeah, we want to do a new segment on the show where we show Micah, amigo Micah, a little more Spanish, and me too, because I'm not like the freaking encyclopedia of Spanish. But I was telling my man today that we all eventually come back to our roots, just like Saturn. And we're not gonna talk about Saturn's return right now.
Saturn return. What does she say?
That's not what SZA says, but I was talking about Miss Ariana Grande with her Saturn's return.
Yes.
Eternal Sunshine was beautiful. But
I
I was gonna find a song that I wanted to show you today.
And what was like another song that I was singing?
Miss Becky G's Mayores.
Mayores, yes.
What did you think it was? I forgot. What did you think? Because she's like, a mí me gustan mayores. It's just like, okay, what do you think mayores meant the whole time?
That's a great question. I honestly didn't even like know what to think of it because
like, a mí me gustan más grandes que no me quepan la boca. I was like, do you even know what she's saying there? He's like, no. It's just like, I just
know. I was like, something's making her go crazy. Like, like, I was like, something's making her go crazy. Like, I knew that.
It's like that one guy that was singing Portuguese and it became really famous. Was it? Así yo se me mata. I shoot to pego. I don't know. It's like talking about like fornicating, like hardcore. Moza, así yo se me mata. Anyways, I don't know if you guys remember that. But anyways, yeah, I love that people can just get down to music and not really know what's going on. So
like, like Karol G, like, este borrado mi puto. Like at the end.
You mean Karol G?
Karol G,
yeah,
Karol G.
Esa canción no me la pongan borracha, hijo de puta. Do you know what that is?
Bebé que fue. But like even that's on like Bebé que fue, like what, like I don't know what she's saying, but it's just like baby que, like
what's
what?
Up? Like que fue, like what's up?
Oh, see, and then like
because that whole song is about like, well, that's TQG.
Yeah, I think so.
That whole song is about like you not being with somebody and they're still lurking on your page and they're still looking for you. Like, I thought you were better off. Like, I thought you were doing like, bebé que fue, like, baby, what's up? Que no está tan bonito. Like, yeah. She's like, weren't you like on the side and now you want to look for me? Like something like that. I don't know. But the Becky G song was a mí me gustan mayores, like los más grandes que no me quepan la boca. I was like, she's talking about dick, and that like is huge, and that doesn't fit. Yeah, I remember that's when we were like, little Becky's talking about that. Yes, she's talking about that.
No, we know her makeup artist.
No, we know her makeup artist.
No, we do.
Shout out Makeup by Gilly if you ever sees this. But no, yeah. So we're gonna incorporate that. I'm gonna find a song right now. But I was gonna say something earlier about just like respecting the culture. But yeah, if you're gonna speak Spanish at restaurants or whatever, that you're gonna go on vacation and wherever you're going, at least just try to be respectful about it. And if you really don't know and you want to try, ask a friend that does know, so you could try.
Waiter, whoever you're talking to.
You're like, I like
the mic.
Stop.
No, he has to turn it on. Turn it on.
No, it was just like this. All you hear is a nails. But
Stop. No, but yeah,
period.
just like be
Respect.
respectful. And I think one of our friends, Georgina, actually, like remember we went to that birria restaurant, and I was like, oh, like I can order because I know like breakfast
that was
and
so
this.
good
First of all,
too.
it was so good. But like she was like, why didn't you why didn't you order in Spanish? And I was like, I don't know, like
I'm not on
I
vacation.
just didn't. No, I just like didn't feel comfortable like enough to do it or confident enough to do it. And she was like, "Amigo, you just have to do it." And like people will respect you.
Because we feel the same way.
Yeah, people will respect you more by actually trying, and then versus like, "Oh, can I get a number one, no cheese?" Like if you were like, "Hey, me gustaría de uno." Y no queso, like if I like really tried that, then they'd be like, oh, okay, like no cheese. All right.
Some of them might be like, because they gotta get like a big order out. But like most of the time, it's like, all right, like you're ordering in Spanish,
Yeah.
get it together. I feel like I would rather you be like uno de carne sin queso. Then you're like, all right, can I get 2 carne asada, no cheese, a cabbage? And then you're like, girl, slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. You're at a restaurant.
You can get mad that you're going to a Mexican restaurant and have people speak Spanish there that work there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Also,
like at that point, like you're
you're looking for a fight. You're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
I hate Mexicans, but goddamn, those burritos are so good.
Those what are they called? Them chimichangas?
This damn tostadas.
Oh my god, we're gonna get canceled.
Chimichangas are actually native to Tucson.
I know.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
I didn't know that for like the longest time.
But did you know that Tucson was part of Mexico for the longest time?
Did you guys know that?
Period.
Like,
Actually, don't quote me on that.
he gets back on the mic.
I'm like, someone's gonna look it up, and they're gonna be like, they're fucking
Oh, how did you feel? I just going back to what you said about how you didn't really learn Spanish growing up and everything. How does that make you feel? Because your mom is Mexican, right?
Mexican and Native American.
So
yeah.
and then your dad is also Mexican.
White and Mexican.
And Mexican. So
Yeah.
you're like half in there, but not like fully half.
Yeah.
Because you're a fourth and a fourth.
Yes.
So then a half.
I will.
But like, so how does that? So going into it, how does
Yeah.
that make you feel that you didn't really learn Spanish?
I mean,
Because your mom knows Spanish, but she doesn't really speak.
she doesn't
Spanish.
speak it. She doesn't speak it, but she understands a lot more. Both my grandmas speak it fluently. Like my nana and my grandma both grew up speaking Spanish, and so I feel like I don't feel like, oh, I should have learned it, but like I just, now that I'm older, like I have a newfound appreciation for it, and I feel like it's more valuable nowadays. And so like I feel like I'm missing out on something. Like when all you guys are like kiking about like something in Spanish and having like the little like
in español. Oh my god, it's
you know
just,
what I mean? Like I feel left out, but also
there's
like
just something so sabroso, like so juicy about
Yeah.
having a little chisme in español. Like, oh my god.
but
Y
like
luego me dijo la que estaba allá en la calle que está durmiendo con el esposo de la biblioteca. Bitch. What? You know, like, I don't know. Just
and
something
see,
about,
and so I hear that, and I almost laugh with you guys just because the way that you say it. Like, for example, like when you and Mary
like
are Vegas friends, like when they all get together, they're like, I see, wait, no,
we're like very like reactive, like, oh my,
and I'm like, what are you saying? You know, like I want in on the conversation, and like I can
I
kind
want to
of
laugh too.
No, but I feel like I do because I'm just like, like, you know, and then I just like see your guys' like body language and like how you talk, like, oh, sup. And like it's just so funny.
I don't think everyone talks like that, but yes, me and my friends, we do.
Yeah, but I feel not like left out, but I'm just like, damn, like I wish I can like kiki with them like that too,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like it adds more like flavor, literally.
And it's funny because like me and my friends, I feel like we've all talked about like being and feeling like we're not Mexican enough and like we don't speak enough Spanish. So like to hear that and like to hear people or like just to hear like oh like you guys speak Spanish and I'm like we do, but we are also feeling triggered in society of like whether we want to speak Spanish or not because we don't
Yeah.
speak fluent Spanish. I would say maybe Jesus used to work as a translator at this like. Don't quote me on this, but it used to be like a medical place. But he used to work with like medical documents and like law documents and everything. He had to translate it. He had to he had to translate it. So I think he's like the only person in the group that can really fluently speak Spanish. But yeah, we constantly talk about not being like Mexican enough for like our Mexican side of like our family or even like some of our friends. And then when we're like in our American friends, like we don't feel like we're as American as our American friends are. So like we're just in a mix. And I think Becky G talked about that one time. Back to her, she talked about that one time, and I feel like it's a universal feeling for any kid that grew up in the border towns or even just like grew up being Latino
or in the Southwest,
ethnic,
in the
just
Southwest.
Latino, Mexican, whatever you want to call it.
Well, even what was in Selena the movie, the dad was like, "We gotta be more Mexican."
Selena didn't really speak Spanish.
Yeah,
Selena didn't really speak Spanish, and she popped off, you know. And so I feel like it is a constant struggle of people like shaming like Mexicans and being like, "This is my country, like speak English." And then when we go to our people, they're like, "Well, you've been in America, like this is." So we're like in a constant battle of like, well, where do we find our little like niche? So I think it is a big controversy for a lot of people when it comes to like language barriers, but I think it's a great thing when you try to speak the language, because it's like, hey, we're out here trying to speak it too. Like when you come to me like in full confidence, it's like, oh, what did he say, or what are we supposed to do in like something in Spanish? I'm like, you have so much faith in me, but I could never. I don't know. Like I really don't know that much Spanish. If you drop me in the middle of Mexico, I could get by and I could get through, you know what I mean? But
it's crazy because like
it's a lot.
Going to Mexico for the first time for the Kyle's wedding that I was in 2022, I was like not nervous, but I was just like, wow, like I don't know what to expect. And then going there, I was like kind of anxious now. And I was going technically not by myself. Like I was traveling by myself. Like I had the reservation by myself, but I wasn't traveling by myself, like because there was a lot of other people. So I was like, okay, like as long as I'm going with you guys, like I'm good, you know.
Have like a backpack.
And then when we went to Greece, and like I had people with me, so I'm going to Cancun. It's only me on the reservation this time, and they got an American Airlines flight. There's a Southwest flight that two checked bags fly free for the same price, if not cheaper, just getting there maybe 30 minutes later than like everybody else. And I was like, I low-key want to do this. And typically I would be scared to be like, to go travel by myself into Mexico. Now I'm like, you know what? I think I got it. Like, I think I'm good. And so I think I might do that just like as like a test and like to kind of see where my confidence level is, to be like, all right, like, is this something that you can really try to take on? Yeah.
Be confident. Have faith in yourself, because you do know more than you think. So, and I also feel like, si te ven la cara, like if they see the face that you're like, don't know what you're talking about, sometimes people like take advantage of it, you know? So if it's better to just be like, oh, ¿cuánto? Oh, mucho. Okay, para allá. Vamos para le resort, blah, 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 whatever the fuck you're doing, you know? I think it's a great thing. So I don't know. Don't ever think like it's a bad thing, especially around me. Like if we're going somewhere and people are speaking Spanish, or like we're at a Mexican restaurant or whatever, speak Spanish, bitch. The fuck. I wish we could kiki in Spanish all the time. Like, damn, that'd be fun.
I know. One day.
It'd be different.
Yeah, one day.
For sure.
I'm very, very optimistic.
But
okay.
Don't ever feel bad about it, because we all feel bad about it sometimes.
So what's the song?
I tell my mom all the time too. I tell my mom, I was like, thank you for speaking Spanish around me, because I needed to hear.
Oh my God! Sidebar: the first time I met Steven's mom, I spent the night at the house, and she was like, "Buenos dias," and I was like, "Oh, hi, good morning." And then she was like, "How did you sleep?" But it was in Spanish, and I was like I didn't understand. And so Steven, we're cleaning up the backyard, and he's like, "Mom," in Spanish. He goes, "He doesn't speak Spanish," and then she goes, "Por qué? Why do you don't speak?" And like just the tone, and I was like, I'm not about to disrespect anybody's mom right now. Like, I'm so sorry, like that I don't speak Spanish. Like, I was so like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's okay, you know. And then like she made me michelada later on, and so it was fine.
It was fun, yeah. My mom always like shames people for not knowing Spanish, especially if they come into her home.
Yeah.
But my mom has taken, God bless her heart, she's taken so many Spanish and English classes that it's just like, if it would have stuck by now, it would have stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she tries her best. She did,
yeah.
She definitely understands more than what she speaks. So like when people speak to her in English, like she'll come back and she'll be like, this person told me this and you should go over there and tell them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like she'll understand more. She just struggles a little bit. I think again, it's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
It's the same way. It goes the other way. Like my mom is very confident in herself, but speaking English, she's like, We were at a Golden Corral once and she asked the guy to get her a raspberry tea, but for like two of us, like both of us. So she was like, the guy came over and was like barely gonna hear her, and she was like, raspberry tea too. Like two of the raspberry tea, you know? Yeah. So I was like, we make fun of her for that now, but it's like cute because she's trying raspberry tea, like two of them. Like, thank you.
Oh,
me period, mom. All right, I'm trying to pull up a Bad Bunny song since we've been talking about Bad Bunny and we went to the Bad Bunny concert. But I'm gonna pull up a song that you know. I feel like I should do Titi Me Preguntó.
No, because I kind of.
But you do know that one?
Yeah,
You do
I
know
kinda
that
already
one?
know that
Okay.
Like do it. Después es la playa.
Okay, well, I'm actually gonna do backstory. We were at the concert.
I just heard the
we were at the concert 2 years ago. We were at the Verano Sin Ti concert, and Ojitos Lindos plays. Anyway, so you feel it. You feel the song. And once I'll get into the lyrics, you'll know why, Micah. But I was at the concert, and I was like, I love to cry at a concert. I love to have a good cry. If you know me, I love to have a good cry at a concert. Doesn't matter, whatever it is, the ballad, I'm going to cry. So this song comes on, and if you know what the song's about, obviously you're going to feel something. So I start crying, and I'm just like... I just want to, feel the song. And Micah turns around to me and he's like, oh my God, you're crying? I want to cry too. And he holds my head and he's like, he's like, damn, I don't know what's going on, but you're crying. I'm going to cry too. Like, let's do it. It's a period.
I was like, oh, because I'm a crier, but I was also really drunk.
Yeah,
like I had just like flown
you just got,
in,
yeah, you just
landed,
flew in.
changed, went straight to the concert. Like nothing in my system but tequila and I think it was like a strawberry lemonade Truly.
Okay. So I'm going to go to, where is it? Right here.
Más tiempo. Ah, wait, that's weird. Okay, wait.
So what
Más
is it?
tiempo. So say it in regular Spanish.
So hace tiempo que no agarro a nadie de la mano.
Hace tiempo, like hace
Tiempo que no agarro a nadie de la mano.
So hace tiempo, like more time. Hace.
It's been some time.
Oh, okay.
It's been some time
Hace
since-
tiempo. Since I've held your hand.
Yeah, it's been some time since I held anybody's hand. Sí,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Since I've held you, because I know mano. Yeah. So
Hace tiempo que no envío buenos días, te amo.
it's been a long time since I said good morning, my love.
Yeah, it's been since envío is like since I sent. So like since I texted, he's saying like texted.
okay,
So it's been a
texted.
long time since I hold anybody's hand. It's been a long time since I sent a good morning, I love you.
Hace tiempo. Hace tiempo. What?
Hace tiempo que no agarro.
Que no agarro.
Que no agarro. Agarro is to grab.
Que no
Agarro.
agarro.
Agarro. Yeah.
Agarro. Trello.
Agarro. Agarro. Beyonce. Stop. I'm just going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to go through the whole thing. So, hace tiempo que no agarro a nadie de la mano. Hace tiempo que no envío buenos días, te amo. Pero tú, I want to like say it like the rap. Pero tú me tienes enredado. Pero tú me tienes enredado. Me envolví. Iba por mi camino y me perdí. So the whole time he's saying like
I'm just kidding.
do you know what even ojitos lindos stand for?
So ojitos is like eyes.
Yes.
Lindo is like lindo Michoacan. But like, so like there's lindo like like
Lindos like pretty, like nice.
Okay.
They're nice eyes, whatever. So it's basically talking about how they missed this person. So the first verse is him like saying that I haven't held anybody's hand.
Okay.
I haven't sent an I love you text like to anybody. It's like, but you have me like enveloped, like you have yourself wrapped around me. And he like fell, basically. But I want to get to the ojitos lindos, like y solo mírame con esos ojitos lindos. Like that's the part that you should probably know more. I start crying already.
What about Te quiero 1%?
You didn't even know what that was either.
I didn't. I really didn't know what that one was.
This is all over the place, guys. So this is another one. So Me queda 1% was also another one that we talked about. Do you know what that means now?
Yeah, like I'm only at 1%, but I'm gonna use it to text you.
Y lo usaré solo para decirte lo mucho que lo. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Siento.
I remember we were literally at Bad Bunny and you had asked me that. I was like, why do you not know? We were like singing it the whole day. Me and Alexis.
Yeah,
like,
but
hey, like,
okay. In my defense, the song had literally just came out like 2 days ago. Like
came out the week before, first of all, because it was the second weekend.
Not fluent in Spanish though.
Okay, but you went to Bad Bunny 2 years in a row.
Te quiero. What did I say? Like, te quiero 1%.
Te quiero. He's like, te quiero. I'm like, it's not, I don't love you 1%. No, that's not what he's saying. He's like, I have 1%.
Or mi quiero. Or I don't know. I was saying something.
Mi gente Latino. And that is the wrap on this one right now.
we're gonna learn more songs as the weeks go on.
We're going to find a name for that one too. So if you guys have a name, throw it in the comments right now for what you think that section is. It's like teaching Micah or like teaching with Steven, you know?
Lyrics.
Like,
Yeah, lyric something. I don't know.
Teaching Micah Espanol.
All right, now it's time for our favorite, your favorite, everyone's favorite segment of
Everyone
this
is.
podcast.
Everyone
And this one is
is.
everyone's
Actually, it is a favorite. It's time for our segment of Que Rico, Que Feo. It's going to be so good. Producer Eric, can you...
No, don't. I don't know what those buttons do, so don't.
What is a Que Rico, Que Feo?
Okay, remember this one is from our friend Carla. She sent it in.
Oh, yes, we do have a Que Rico, Que Feo.
From somebody who sent it in.
Submit.
Concert ticket prices, que rico or que feo? Because those service fees, like,
They
que
be stacking
feo.
up, and then the taxes, and then your mama.
like the ticket itself. So like I just went to a concert last Sunday, and like I actually bought those tickets for the first time.
Ugh.
Anyways,
Trash.
so then like I paid $120 for the ticket, and then there was an additional, which I honestly didn't think it was that bad, but there was like a $10 service fee, and then like $20 in tax, or like vice versa. So it was like another extra $30. So it was
But that's where it
$150.
gets you. Like, if the ticket is $99, you know, it's like, oh, I have $99.
Yeah, I have
can get it.
$100. Yeah, but then it's
But
like
then I don't have $167 because
Yeah.
of the services. Like, that's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
it's
yeah.
crazy.
So, que feo.
Que feo. No,
Que feo
the-
ticket prices. There's
inflation.
even like some, inflation horrible. But there's even some fans that are like, I thought I heard something too. There's like some artists and like bands that are doing like the secure tickets now, right? Through like whatever it is, like Ticketmaster. If you're like the Honey, what is it? The Beyonce
Olivia
did like
Rodrigo.
yeah, Olivia Rodrigo did one. Taylor Swift did one. Beyonce did one. It was like the Beehive one. Remember?
The Beehive sale?
Adele did one for her Las Vegas show. Like it's like a pre-sale that you get a code for or whatever.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
then,
the
there's
verified,
bots. There's
yeah.
people that take over, and there's resale too. But even then, the tickets are still like $150, $200, and then we're still
Yeah.
going to spend a service fee of like whatever it is. So get fail ticket prices.
Get
Always try to
fail.
upgrade when you get there. But if you really like the artist, you might as well just splurge and get the tickets.
Yeah.
What I've been doing lately is I see on TikTok what the concert looks like. I know you shouldn't do that, but I do it. So whatever.
I hate when he does that
so
shit.
what?
He'll
It's
look
not-
at the set list and he's like, oh, well, she's going to do this.
I will
and she's gonna
too,
do this.
honestly.
I haven't been
Oh,
looking
I
at
like
it
to be
notch.
prepared.
And that's why y'all are together.
But where was I going with that?
No, just get fail concert tickets.
Yeah, fail concert tickets are being really expensive nowadays. But if you
Yeah.
really like the artist, you might as well splurge. But
Like the
so I
fact-
was saying, just go on TikTok and see where you would want to see the show
Yeah,
from.
I was gonna say the
because-
fact that like, so I paid $350 for Beyonce's ticket, which is Beyonce justified, but J Lo is
you
charging.
saw her like 4 times in like a whole weekend.
Listen, we're not gonna talk about that. But
That's a different
$350 for Beyonce Renaissance tour, like up close, worth it. Like
podcast.
worth every
You were
penny.
pretty close to.
J Lo charging $350 for her recent tour. I saw that when she's coming to Phoenix, $350 for the lower
You're
bowl tickets.
lying.
Swear to God.
Her movie flopped.
I
Why is she?
know.
What is she selling? Her tits now? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Beep.
I'm gonna cut there.
Thank you so much for tuning
What is
in.
she gonna do? Like more snippets of Aaliyah's music? I'm just kidding. That's so fucked
Aaliyah,
up.
you mean Ashanti?
Waiting for tonight. Oh. I don't know. I heard her movie flopped. I didn't watch it, but
I didn't watch it
I heard
either.
her
I
flop.
heard no one wanted to be part of it either.
But Post Malone and Kim Petras were in it, so how is that no one? So that's where I beg to differ on that
Yeah.
one.
Well,
But
J-Lo,
apparently-
que rico que feo, J Lo.
But she's Spanish. She's mi gente Latino. Que rico back in the day when we didn't know anything about what she was doing.
Like if you have my love and I give
You did this in the last one too, in the last pod.
That
but
was the Drake song, but
No,
because he sampled it.
No, oh yes, but then
But I
the
love
one
that
I went to was
song.
like,
Get
that
right.
was
We can get right.
the little girl with the headphone. We could get one. We went and sing for that one. Que rico, que feo. Que rico before, but I knew everything about her.
Yeah.
But my mom says que es bien repugnante esa vieja. That she's like really just
I
like.
personally never liked her.
Yeah, apparently she's like a bitch behind the scenes and is just like rude to
There's a
everyone.
video. Yeah,
and
there's a
just, like,
video that I
whatever.
saw. She's at like a fashion
And that's
show.
not how La
It's
Gente
her-
Latino is.
It's
But
her
isn't
and
she-
Hunter Schafer, and like they're like talking, and the I guess like somebody like touched her arm, but since there's a camera there, she's like smiling. She's like, no, yeah. See, this is where I would talk Spanish like, un pendeja. no
You
seas-"
turn
like,
around,
like,
you. Que feo.
but you know, like that's what I would do, and so it's just like, I don't know, yeah. J Lo back in the day, que rico. J Lo now, I don't want to say it.
I'm gonna say que feo now because I don't
Yeah.
really know her music a lot. But
Okay, what's
she's her
another
own
que rico,
thing.
que feo?
Que rico, que feo. Bad Bunny right now. What do you think about Bunny right now?
Ooh.
Controversies and all. I love that he threw that girl's phone away. First of all, did you see that video too?
Oh yeah, where he threw it. Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about it in a song.
But that's
too.
also like Kanye throwing somebody's phone
Qué
away
rico, qué rico.
because like I feel like they're now speaking up for themselves.
And he
like,
and he's bald now. He got a little haircut too.
bitch, he wears the hat wig
With the hair, we saw that.
Yes.
We'll insert that too.
First of all, yeah, we're at the concert.
Did you see that? That he has a hat with hair
Yeah,
on
he
it.
has a hat
Yeah,
with
and he
the
takes it
wig.
off, and we're like, he's bald. That was crazy.
That
Looks
was
good with it
crazy.
and without it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. If the girls can put on a wig, so can we. Okay, and we have 1 minute left. But yeah, if the girls can do it, so can we. Bad Bunny, que rico for me.
I would say get it.
all
He
over.
was. It was still.
And my man is here, and I'll still say it, que rico.
No, same, que rico.
But I
felt
would
that
say
word.
que rico too. Be like, even though again I don't know Spanish, so like the music doesn't like hit is hard for me. But like going to the concert, like I feel like I would always go to see Bad Bunny in concert because
was
like it's a good
fun.
vibe and like his production was insane. Like for an arena show, like that was insane.
The production was
and
really cool.
now that I can confidently say like probably top 5 best shows.
Double stage was cool too.
Exactly, best shows because he had dual involvement. He was going back and forth. He was all around. Like I love when an
He was
artist will
flying.
interact with the crowd, and I love that. And so, like for one artist,
Did you
who
like
wasn't-
this moving platform better than the palm tree that he had the last tour?
I would say yes because it literally was over everybody and then went vertical and like
reached
side to
more.
side. Yeah, it reached more. And I do like arena shows. I honestly hate stadium shows. Like, what's the point of you going to a stadium show if you're literally the very fucking last row in the 400s? Like I see those videos
You're there
of
to
the
vibe
girls.
for sure.
Well, I see
when you're
those
there.
girls like on
We have 20
Taylor
seconds.
at the Taylor Swift concert, and they're like, "I'm trying," but they're like, "Bitch, touching the sky."
But like you're there breathing in the same space, and you're.
it's an open air stadium.
but you
I
can
agree,
still.
though.
But
I'd
you
rather-
can.
So that was Que Rico,
Yeah,
Que Feo.
we're doing a quick que rico, que feo, guys, because we actually have to get ready for the concert. Sorry.
Okay, so self care.
Oh yeah, moment. Okay, but that was a good song, right?
That was a
Y'all
solid
liked
song.
it. Give it a thumbs up if you guys liked the song. That was a good song.
What are you doing for self care?
To this, we're going to the
Nicki?
Nicki Minaj concert.
Nicki,
Actually, I don't know.
self-care.
Self care this week. I guess me and my baby built a desk, and I love working with my hands. So like that was my self care for
Period.
like the week, just like
Yeah.
getting together. And I like I said, I don't know if I said it online, but I just got a sewing machine and my desk set up. So I think that's gonna be my self care for like the next
Coachella's about to
day.
go crazy.
Yeah, Coachella's about to go hard. So I think my next self care moment of this week is gonna be just like sewing something, getting a little bag together with just like things. So
Cute.
that's gonna be my self care. What about you? What are you doing for self care?
I actually made myself this week. I made ginger. It was apple cider vinegar, ginger, turmeric, lemon with a little bit of water diluted in like those like wellness shots.
That
And I made a
sounds
whole week
so
of them. And then I've been
intense.
taking one every single morning. And apple cider vinegar is not as bad as if you do like all the shit
You
with it.
mix
Like,
it with something. Yeah,
it's not as bad as you
supposed
sound.
to help with weight
like it was
loss.
honestly really good and it flushes you out. And I heard you're supposed to do it for 7 days. But I also I also think next week I'm gonna just do like more apple cider vinegar and more ginger in the shot and less like because I feel like I put a lot of water and a lot of lemon. So I want to like
But
I
lemon's
want to
also
like
good
find
for
the
you, too.
right recipe for me. But that's like what I'm doing for my self care.
I want to
Just
start
trying to
juicing
like,
too
get right.
before Coachella at least.
Yeah.
Or like before my sister's quinceañera, that's for sure. But juicing is a good one. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get a good recipe from Anthony because I know he juices all
Yes,
the
he
time. And
does.
actually, Jesus started juicing too, so I'm gonna get one from him. So period. Awesome.
Well, this was fun because we used the actual studio.
Yeah,
This is definitely.
hopefully
Let me
we'll get to-
upgrade. Upgrade.
Hopefully, we get to use the space a little more often, you guys, and you'll get to see our pretty faces look better, and our voices sound way more clear.
Yes. So
Well, thank you for
Only
joining
up
us, you
and
guys.
out
On what?
I said only up and at 'em from
I
here.
know. Thank you to Live 101.5 and the Odyssey app. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining us on this new podcast episode where we know we took you for a little ride. As always, thank you.
Thank you so much.
My name is Steven,
And I'm Micah.
and this has been your daily dose of amigos.
Now we gotta.
Yeah, let's get
Other
together.
bombs go on.
Yeah. What?
Forgot
We-
tasting delicious.
Dude, they have to make a comeback soon.
know.
It's gonna be on the pod.